I am illustrious. Oh no, I'm not. I'm distinguished. Alright, well, that means I need to get more raiding done. Also, you have 11,000 troops. It's because you're allied to the Byzantines. Okay. Maybe not then. I'm glad I noticed that at the last second there. And Italy, yeah. Oh boy, that was almost hilarious. Well, less talking, more raiding. Time to collapse this country with some sneakiness. I don't really do sneakiness. What I could do is go and raid Italy. Although I'm not convinced that my armies are really big enough for that yet. Before I do this, are there any other champions I can recruit? No. Alright, time to go. The best way to get out from being ill, raiding. Wessex is 4,000, so you still outnumber me 4-1. We could go for Wales now. The Pope is 2,000. We could go and burn Rome. We can carry up to 93 gold. So that would be fulfilled pretty much immediately. We can also raid some of these smaller southern Italian areas. Let's do that. It is a long way though. Cancel the plot again. Right, that was the thing that was happening. Well, Brittany seems to have somewhat recovered. Actually, has mostly recovered. Let's just go back to our old friends here in Brittany. Requin seems to enjoy the latest feast immensely. Of all the things, he could not stop talking about the rich clothes and the glittering gold he saw there. These are indeed the trappings of power, my son. Yes, and you should crave more of it. Raiding, raiding, raiding. Gosh, we do this so quick. That's a red skull. Let's not go there. It is a silly place. 15 days to raid. Fire and blood! More slaves for Visby. I'm going to try and just keep developing up Visby, because why not? Oh, now we're being raided. Oi! Stop that! No way that I'd be able to sell there in time, though. Yeah, changing up my Huskarls would probably be a good move. To something a bit more fighty than light infantry. What counted light infantry? It was, Varangians, wasn't it? I am no longer ill. I'm glad I'm back to business. See? Punching people. It's the way to get out of illness. I think that we have just discovered absolute correlation between those. Raiding and getting well. 100% success rate. Time to go. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, fine, I'll whoop you as well. Whoop-de-doo. 878 kills, 41 losses. Ransom, very well. Do still have a prisoner. Ransom as well. 30 ducats, nice. Was my son captured? No? Oh, I could do another trial by combat. Prowess 23. Oh man, this guy's good. Oh, he's the King of Denmark. 75 ducats. I'm back to full fitness again now. Let's do this. Yeah, I have a prowess of 40 now. Okay, where to next? We're actually mostly full, so I might try and ninja just a little bit of stuff off of France, and then boop 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 out of here. I arrive at the designated spot near Wikra, a good time, and find King Brestegger is already waiting for me, along with a small entourage of witnesses. Whatever else he may be, Brestegger is fit to fight and willing to risk meeting me man to man. The formalities are brief. We know why we're here, and we're past the point of talking. Weapons are handed out, and our retinues retreat to observe from a safe distance. May the best man win. For a few brief moments, King Breshik and I pace lazily half circles, watching each other for an opening. I heft my axe, ready to defend myself, while he clutches the volunteer's dagger firmly to hand. This fight might only be till first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. With a sudden twitch, our bout begins. Breshik seems to vibrate for a second, then he explodes with fury, screaming loud enough to shake the earth and throwing himself at me with a rare savagery. Strike! Parry! Riposte! High chance of success, medium chance of injury. Or we do a strict guard. Attack first, attack hard. High chance of injury, very high chance of success. I don't think I need to do that. I think we need to do an onslaught. We're going to parry this. I leap into action, launching a flurry of quick slashes, driving myself hard against Breshek's guard, wearing him down with each expertly timed strike. Breshek counters with a fierce hail of quick slashes, almost gutting me repeatedly. My form is good, with only small errors, while Breshek's stance is incredible. I've yet to open up my opponent's guard at all, and I see no way yet to claim victory. Better than men than you have died trying to break my guard. We both seem to be strike, parry, riposting. But I think that I need to do it again. I leap into action, launching a flurry of quick slashes, driving myself hard against Breshek's guard, wearing him down, yada yada yada. My form is good with only small errors, and Breshek's stance is incredible. My opponent's guard is fierce, and I feel far from victory. I'll show you how I heft an axe. Let's see how you do without your dagger. We can attempt to disarm him. Or is that the best you've got? Nah, we're going to go on the offensive now. My axe flows around Breshek like water, each strike chaining fluidly into the next, a series of perfectly timed attacks. Breshek seems to vibrate for a second, then he explodes with fury, screaming loud enough to shake the earth, and throwing himself at me with a rare savagery. Butchery. Make a show of cruel skills as a raider. Gain 10 dread, high chance of success, medium risk of injury. Oh, we're doing that. We're going to butcher mode. Victory! A grim smile curls over my lips as I launch into a blistering series of powerful cleaves, each strike putting more focus on pain than victory. Breshek staggers and sags with every blow, but every ripple of delightful pain courses through him, and he spurs me on to fight harder. By the time he collapses, he's gasping for breath and spitting up thick ropes of blood. I prepare to lazily split his skull in two. I'm almost disappointed to hear a tortured yield before my axe can fall. I am victorious. Resting back easily on my ship on the outskirts of France, I exult in my success, my axe laid across my lap. The satisfying aches and pains rippling across my body remind me of the small moments of the bout, the little victories and the fierce fought defeats, each winding towards Breshek's loss. Justice is served. Right, let's go on a celebratory raid. Celebratory raid. Ooh, trader raid. Truce with the king. Why would I want a truce with him? Ah, pillage it. They're raising troops. Probably time for me to leave. Don't think I'll get away though. Nah, not quite in time. It's winter though. Plus 20 advantage in my favour. Champion was wounded, but we did beat them heavily. And we're full. We're very, very full. So time to sail home. New martial perk. Ooh, you know what that's going to be? Organised march. I'll take that extra movement speed, please, and thank you. Probably going to try and max out strategist, actually. We're getting pretty close to illustrious. I think I'm going to go ahead and disband so that I can replenish my troops. And then I think, yes, I am going to switch out one of my troops. So Bondi counters light cavalry and archers. Huskarls counter spearmen and archers. And are just really hard-hitting. Vigman counters skirmishers. So I think it's probably the Bondi that I'm going to replace. And I think we'll bring in some Varangians. In fact, I might even change out the Huskarls for Varangians, thinking about it. Because most of the fighting we do is in the Low Country, not in forests. And Huskarls are much better hit and run. No, because we don't want two of the same. Shoot, I shouldn't have done that. That was a waste of prestige. Never mind. Because what I can also do is increase the size, which is what I meant to do. We'll do that. It'll bleed away our prestige for a bit, but yeah, I totally forgot you could increase the sizes. Afro Jackon, thank you very much for the 23-month resubscription. Very much appreciate that. Just one more month and you get those orange wings, which would be very appropriate in this playthrough. And then Gigao coming in with a 25-month resubscription. Thank you very much for the ongoing support there, Gigao. Hello, Mordred and fellow Mordlings. Hello. How long will the stream go on for today? Until 9, as usual. The usual 5 till 9, then hour break, then 10 till 2. And the 10 till 2 will be Warhammer. As Boreas trudges out of the stable dragging her legs and hanging her head, there can be no doubt Mary's sick. The stable master assures me there is a cure to be found for what ails her, but it comes at a hefty price. 15 ducats? Ah, 15 ducats for a horse? Really? Vigmen are good at countering light infantry. I'm going to add some more Vigmen to the army. An unworthy challenge. At first I thought the simple footman a fool for stepping onto the training field. Although Duggar seemed no threat at first, it quickly became clear that he would not be unable to stop his wild and vicious strikes from hurting me. Disarming him suddenly became a matter of life and death. I could use more people like you. 23... Oh yeah, he's good. He's very good. Brave, wrathful, generous. Welcome to the team. Immediately the 4th highest person I have, and he's still really young. We could hold another block if we wanted to. Nah. We need to get back to raiding soon. Raid Constantinople with some Varangians, with the same Varangians that guarded the Emperor. I mean, we could. It's a bit far. We're 35 already. Okay, we're at full strength, so let's go raise up the raiders. We now have 1,000. Alfred! 5,000. Damn it. I mean, still, 1,100 men from Gotland is still quite impressive. Brittany is under attack by somebody. Is this the time that we go for Italy? I think this might be when we go for it. Or maybe Venice. Any other goals apart from raiding and seeing what Viking court looks like? We want to create the Dutch Vikings. Play with the new culture mechanics. Mytha's doing pretty well. Except that would mean a pretty hefty march inland. Maybe not. Mercia's mostly inland. Cornwall seems to get hit like never. Let's go after Devon. In Cornwall. Janutis has been swayed. Not slayed. Swayed. I could create the Duchy of Visby. That's true. Oh, I can do a Guardian. Yes. Before we do that, though, you are a fighter. I think the Guardian, frankly, is going to be me, because I can teach you to fight more good. How old's the other kid? 15. So we can marry you off next year. 3rd of November. Cool. Oh, we can also now go after Wales. Bring me some more bounteous plunder. Oh. Oh no, I kept the Huscarls. We're fine. Yeah, we're fighting in the woods, but we have Huscarls. We'll wait for them to arrive. This is going to be a slaughter. So their light footmen are mostly countered. Their bowmen are mostly countered. My archers are not. My Huscarls are half countered and the Varangians are half countered. Right, the Varangians and the Huscarls are going to suffer because they're both heavy infantry. Requin comes of age. With his coming of age, my tuition of Requin is at an end. For the longest time, I was hoping that good tutelage would be enough to teach Requin the intricacies of administration. All efforts have come to naught, however. Few could have impressed his understanding upon the subject, but he at least developed a sound grasp on the basics of management and the beginnings of a sensible frugility. They grow up so fast. Thrifty clerk. Pretty good at fighting, though. Alright, let's get you married. So we're going to say maximum age 25, because you're still really young. I think I want to marry you off to somebody who can punch people good. Which Raina could. Tuadir Tiris daughter. Wrathful, humble, temperate. Craven, humble, greedy. We're not going Craven. Patient, compassionate, greedy. Brave, zealous. Norse. She's only 11. Which means the stats are actually pretty good for an 11-year-old. The house motto is repay me. Oh, that's amazing. I think we'll go with Lever in 5 years' time. Done. Excellent. Do you have troops to defend your home? So usually if you raise your levies, no. You just have whatever garrisons left behind. And we'll probably build the palisade after this, then we'll actually have a garrison home. Oh, and the development's risen to 4 now. Good, which means that the income and levy size will increase too. Raiding's done there. Move on to the next. To raid or to trade? Village it anyway. And now I feel like I can go up against you with your 1,000 troops. Whoa, no, don't go that way. Sail and sail. Terrain is this plains. Good, my Varangians will do well there. Even though I'll have the minus 30 recently unloaded penalty. How long does that last for? $22 days. The raid is done. This might be a slightly harder fight than I'm used to doing. It's only slightly. You do have a lot of light infantry, but we completely counter them due to the Vigman. You also completely counter my Huskarls. Oh, no you don't. Never mind. Oh, your armies were all levies? Hey, we're illustrious. Excellent. Let the looting commence. Oh, no, don't go there. Jauntis died. That's unfortunate. So we need to have a new marshal. Rezimir. You seem reasonable. New expansion or something? Yes, Royal Court released today. That's 19 ducats worth. That's worth going for. Hybrid culture formed. King Bokut of the Tucano-Oygir hybrid culture from Tokaran and Oygir cultures. And so it begins. What are the changes? You just saw one of them. Hybrid cultures. And we can send a ransom. 25 ducats. Done. Like, most of the changes are when you're kingdom level or higher. And as you start to actually expand. It's not early game stuff, it's mid to late game stuff. So what's new? Well, you have the new court mechanics, which I can only show you like the very, very high level stuff, because there are new courtiers, which is what all of these are. So at the moment I've only used the court tutor and the court physician, because I don't really need the others. You can have equipment now. So you have an inventory, then you need the antiquarian to... Actually, you know what? We should recruit an antiquarian and we can start forging our own stuff. We're rich. We can do this. Had not actually considered that. Yeah, let's go and hire an antiquarian. So this needs to be someone with high intelligence, so I think that's going to be Ingrid. Will be a good antiquarian for us. That's our fighter dude's wife, isn't it? I appoint you. Wasn't clicking for some reason. So, opinion of Ingolder will go up, artifact decay reduction goes down by 17%. So, as you have items, they will decay over time unless you pay for them to be repaired. And having a good antiquarian will reduce that penalty. And now we can commission an artifact. What's the point of being a chieftain if I don't have nice things to show off for it? A new sword would be nice. Maybe it would be nice, or maybe a brooch. A new sword would be knife. Indeed it would. It'd be a big knife. So we can have a weapon, armour, crown, regalia, wall-hanging furniture or books. The wall-hanging furniture and books are only useful if you have a court, which we don't. A court is basically your throne room. And you can now actually decorate it and see all the people interacting within the throne room. I hope they kept Jesus' foreskin as a relic. Hey Ben, how are you doing? I think I'm going to go with the weapon. And we'll hire someone local. That's fine. Inspiration funded. Turin taps her foot before bowing deeply. It is both an honour and a privilege to forge you a weapon, she speaks in a dignified way. There's a glimmer of excitement in her eyes that betrays her serious demeanour. Tell me, what's your preferred way of fighting with a weapon? I wish to forge something that would suit you best. So something that can slash and pierce. We'll gain either a dagger or a sword. I want a weapon that makes full use of my strength. An axe, a hammer, or a mace. Or I prefer to keep my enemies at a distance. A spear. I trust your judgment. We're going to go with strength. Right, less crafting and more raiding. Returning from the Rangian Guard, Balder returns home. I am home! Balder bellows. There have been many a time I thought I would never see these shores again, but I am finally back. As strange as it is to have the courtier back after all of these years, I cannot deny that I am impressed with his Greek dress, his foreign jewellery and the heavy coffer he's brought back with him. So Balder is now a Varangian. He was also brutally mauled. Oh dear. And yet, he still has a prowess of 19. Get in. Welcome home. Can I hire champions again yet? No. Ooh, new martial perk. Good. Hit and run. Heavy infantry damage and toughness. Spearman toughness, archer damage. Yeah, we'll go with that. We also lose less if we are forced to retreat. And I think that it is time to... Oh man, we're actually very nearly full. We can carry another 14. Let's just go for the Barony of Brest. There we go. We'll be 2 ducats short, but that's fine. Brittany's going to raise, or try to raise their army. I'm going to rush over here, then away. And because I'm a lot faster than you... Oh, no, you caught me. Still, 50-50, even though we outnumber them by 1,000. We're out in the open, which is where my Varangians function best. They are somewhat countered by their light infantry. Their Huscarls are completely uncountered. Their Lightfoot are somewhat countered. Their Bondi are completely countered. My Vigmen are completely countered. My Huscarls and Varangians are somewhat. But I still have my 10 champions. Versus their 7. Their highest prowess is 13. My lowest is 6. But I do have a 26, a 24, 25, 23, 22. Several rather better than theirs. And there we go. A stunning victory. Time to head home. And bank the cash. So we killed 746, we lost 159, no champions dead, and the champions, the 10 of them, killed 568. Freaking love champions. They're so good. So good. Did another Viking conquer Brittany? I was wondering that. Yes, he did. Hrolka Bjorgufsson of Brittany. Norse also true. Good. We're spreading. Now, is Lotharingia still allied with the absolutely ridiculous people? Yes. Still allied to the Byzantines and Italy. Damn it. How old is that guy? 50. I can hear my benefactory Torgren muttering to herself from across the hall. I need something great, something epic to make my creation stand out from the uninspired masses, but what? Just what? When her spirited eyes meet mine, she breaks into a huge smile and waves to me. My lord, what an amazing idea. Just perfect. What do you think of adding to your family's motto to the commission? Yeah, sure. We gained some renown for this. That sounds lovely. Alright, so the army got home. We can have another champion in the army, so let's go ahead and disband. Are we? Yeah, we finished building, so let's go ahead and start building the palisades now. And we'll go ahead and replenish, and we can replenish a lot. Can I... No. Search for new champions yet. Too few champions, yes, I know. Ransom accepted. We got some free money. That's good. Prestige is dropping at the moment, but that's because of the replenishment of these guys. Yeah, I don't think I should go any further, not with my current military size. Francia is having some problems. You died.